Okay. Hi, good afternoon. So we are TutorConnect, and today we're going to talk about our new product, which is an application. So how many of you here, I know there's a lot of students here, high school students, so how many of you here do your homework after 8 p.m.? Oh, wow, there you go. Yeah, I have the same issue. And I used to go to a tutor. I'm sure a lot of you here have some experience with some tutoring, either your school or Kumon or anything else. But the issue is, what if it's 10 p.m., you're doing your assignment, and you have a question? What are you going to do? Are you going to ask your tutor? Well, it's outside of the business hours, and how are you going to get a hold of him or her? That's where our app comes in, and it's students helping students.
All right, so what's the problem? So students need help with homework. They're staying up late to do homework. They need help at these late hours, and these tutors aren't available at these hours. So what do we do? And they also need help from other students because students understand students. They're able to understand what students need help with. They're able to help them better, right? And students also need help. This is a really big issue, right? We spent 20 years on education. This is something that students need. And if students need help with it, this is something we have to solve, right? This is a pretty big issue. So the solution.
So the solution is that we connect students with other students, which is a two-way thing, something that other competitors do not have. Now what we do is we pay the tutors. That's how we get them motivated into getting into this job and getting into this application, that they get paid for it, which is also some experience for future job resumes and applications. And it creates more jobs for students in our generation. Our focus is mainly on high school students for now at the beginning of our application, because we know that they're more independent. So as you get into grade 9, you start getting a phone, you have more independence, your parents are they trust you more because you're more responsible and you're educated enough. So our application gives you 24-hour access to tutors around your community, so in GTA, York Region, or Peel, Durham. And subjects we offer are mathematics, English, science, French, and for every grade, so calculus, advanced functions, anything. So we also have a point system, which Richard can accept.
All right. So basically what we do is to motivate students and to show which students are more experienced. So we have a point system. So basically, say every time you teach for 20 minutes, then you would get a certain amount of points, say 5 points. And once you amount a certain amount of points, you get a pay raise, which basically means that you're allowed to charge more for your tutoring services. And this ensures quality services so that people who aren't that experienced aren't charging too much. And this also allows us to regulate our services. And since we have 4 different methods of how we're going to connect students with tutors, which the rest of my group will be talking about later, basically the point system helps show which people on the forums are going to be more experienced and which ones are more entitled to show the answers. So say there's discussion between 2 different people, and you can see who you can listen to. And basically, we also have a selection process to prevent people who aren't qualified. So tutors can apply to our website, and basically what happens after they apply is we have people who go over and interview the people who are successful from the first batch of applications, and this helps ensure that we have the highest quality possible for our tutors and that students are getting what they're paying for. Okay, so our business model. So basically what we are the middleman. So how we make money is we accept commission from the students who give money to the tutors, right? And basically we get 20% of that commission. So what's going to happen is the student is going to pay money to us, and we're going to distribute that money to the tutors. And that ensures that we're able to control the quality of our products by ensuring that the tutors only get the full pay if they are actively teaching and they're teaching it properly, right? Because if the customer has complaints, say 2 days after they teach, and they say, oh, the tutor wasn't teaching properly or wasn't teaching at all or was extremely unsatisfied, or the customer was extremely unsatisfied, we can help solve that problem by negotiating with the tutor directly, and so that's not the customer's problem, and we're actually playing an active role in this situation so that people aren't bypassing us. because we are the vital role. And also, another revenue source is advertising. So we have two different advertising methods. We have price per click and price per view. And this allows other companies that are also interested in reaching the education market to advertise on our site, and that allows us to get extra revenue.
So we have agreements with the board, so we're going to start with York Region at first. So we're going to start small, and then we'll expand into other district school boards, which is Toronto, Peel, Durham, and other school boards around Ontario. And what we do is we have teachers recommend the tutors, so we know that the tutors are verified and they can teach that subject to other students. And just to make sure that you guys know that it's students teaching other students, so we don't have an adult here that's coming and tutoring someone else. It's only tutors from grade 9 to 12 teaching other people from grade 9 to 12.
So there's more ways to connect, and there's actually 4 ways to connect on our website. The first way is for real-life transactions. We could make a meeting with the tutor and the student, and whenever they want, wherever they want, they could meet each other there and have face-to-face interactions. This proves that they could have better learning experience because face-to-face makes them more attentive and more energetic.
So video calling. What is video calling? Video calling on our option on our website is all about talking to another person through a camera and with a microphone. So say it's 10 o'clock and you have one question to solve about quadratic relations. You quickly ask them a question and they solve it immediately. If the question is not solvable, we also have other tutors available at that time who can solve it right away.
Another one is to start a forum page. You put a question up, and the forum, you gotta state where your school board is, because students of the same school board will have similar questions to yours and might have answers too. And if you put the question on, you could put anyone else could put answers, and it'll contribute to a point system.
Another way is also text message, so you can text another tutor and get your help, send a picture, get help for that question.
Alright, so the market. So I'm sure a lot of you guys are wondering, is there a market for this type of product? So we decided to take a survey. So we surveyed 14 students in between grade 8 to 12. So we asked them if they're interested in a tutoring service where instead of being taught by a teacher or a hired employee, they're taught by another student. So 13 out of these 14 students were interested, and it should also be noted that 10 out of these 14 were already enrolled in other tutoring organizations. So our coach Reg predicted that 30% of the people who said that they would be willing to do it will be willing to go for a paid tutoring system like ours. So also, once again, 10 of the students are already paying for tutoring. So 6 students out of the ones surveyed said that they would prefer online tutoring as instead of their face-to-face or going to a certain location to learn system that they're currently enrolled in. The GIA, the Global Industry Analysis, predicts that the global market and the industry for in-home tutoring will reach $102.8 billion by 2018. So it's a huge market, and there's plenty of opportunity for expansion and growth.
So similar models. There's similar business models and other tutoring such as Kumon, TutorDoctor, Spirit of Math, and Khan Academy. What makes us different is that it's students helping other students. I currently attend Spirit of Math, and all they do is teach math at a higher level, but it's usually a teacher. So it's not, I don't feel comfortable when a teacher is just teaching me something. I like it when a student who is acknowledged about the subject very well. I feel better when a student around my age is teaching me. So this is students helping students, and this is a lot. Also, what makes this difference between Kumon, TutorDoctor, Spirit of Math, and Khan Academy is this is live service 24 hours.
Alright, and the difference between us and other companies is basically we're a two-way communication, and that allows us to be better. These are our sales projections.
Good.
And
wrap.
Oh.
Alright, that's awesome. We're gonna get the word out by Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram.
And thank you for listening.
Yeah.
We hope that you're.
Judges, do you have any questions? Yeah, I have one. So I love the peer-to-peer. I think that's really good. But if they're also students, they also have their own courses. So how do you staff or ensure tutors are available 24 hours around the clock? Because they're not just sitting there waiting for this. I'm sure they've got their own tests and assignments that they're doing. So have you given any thought to how you're going to meet the demand for tutors?
So we will have other staff that are older that will help out in the forums or the text messages. So the video chatting and the meetup will not be 24 hours. It's only the forums or the chat that will be 24 hours. And then also we will have everyone in the York Region community doing this tutor thing. So we have a lot of people enrolled in York Region, the students, and we project that we're going to have a lot of tutors helping out because you will get paid, and it's a great opportunity, and you'll be a part of basically YRDSV because they have an agreement with us.
Yeah, and to that point, what's the nature of the agreement you have with them? Do you have a prototype that you show to them?
Oh,
what did they agree to?
Yeah, we actually have a website that we thought we wouldn't have time to show the website, but we have a website that you sign up there, and you either sign up to be a tutor or a student trying to learn. And if you sign up to be a tutor, then you would have to go through the application, and then the teacher would, in YRDSB, would have to recommend you, and then you would have to go through that process.
How does the tutoring work? If I'm a tutor, how much can I expect to make?
Okay, so we work off a reputation system.
Okay.
So originally when you start out as a tutor, you'll be working for no pay for close to 10 hours.
Okay.
So this ensures that we don't see like mass bot accounts of people just abusing the system. So after your first 10 hours, you'll gain merit points for each one. So
The dollars, let's talk dollars now.
yeah.
Am I making $5 an hour? Like, what am I charging?
Based off your points, you'll be brokered salary. So the better a tutor, the higher of an asset you are, the more
Right.
you'll be paid.
Sorry, where I'm going with this question really is, when you look at a Kumon or whatnot, you're looking at $50-$60 an hour, right? And, so I'm putting relatively, if I'm a student, if I'm gonna be charged $40-$50 an hour for another student to tutor me, I might as well just go to Kumon, right? But if it's cheap, if it's $10 an hour, I might go for it. But then again, you have this concept of, if it's only $10 an hour, it's probably not great quality work. So you got to balance with that perception.
Right. Oh, so our plan is to have like an average of about $22 per hour for all the grades, for grades 9 to 12, because grade 9s are going to charge less. They're going to charge less for grade 9s and more for grade 12s. And basically, we tried to show that here. So basically, there's a lot of students, and we're trying to reach all these people. We're trying to balance it out, and we calculated that we get about $52,000 if 3% of York Region was interested in this program, and we had a 50% bounce rate.
And with Kumon, we're different from them because with Kumon you have just maybe 10, 20 students that will help you out. But with our app, you have the whole York Region trying to help you.
Any other questions? For the video chat, you're saying that the only tutors are going to be grades 9 to 12.
Yes, for now.
So that the most senior tutor will be a grade 12.
So this
I think we're taking into account victory laps and grade 13s as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So you would still be in grade 12. You would still take grade 12 courses. So it would ask you what grade you're in, and then you would say.
But you also have to take into account part-time students and all of these small politics inside the school board.
Mm-hmm.
Because a part-time student, by the school board's count, is not a student.
Anyone who has a YRDSB login will be applicable and recognized as a student. So as long as you have that, then you are recognized as a student by the system.
Yeah, so for example, I'm not going to be a student next semester. This is my last semester. I'm graduating a semester early, but I will still be a YRDSB student, so I will still go to prom, would have my student number and everything else.
Okay. All right. Thank you, guys.